It didn't allow me to put on pause. I hope y'all like the audio better, man, with this thing. I'm telling you, I bring it everywhere I go. If I got to catch some footage, I done got to the point now where this is now my laptop. If I want to catch some footage, I want to talk about something, I want to make some content, I just go ahead and do it. And I just put it out, man. At one thing, I was like, well, man, I'll just put out one per day. And I said, man, I'm just going to keep on putting it out. Y'all keep watching this shit. Y'all like my analytics. Okay, you like hearing me talk. I'm just going to put it out. That's what I do. I don't wait. When somebody puts out a video, I don't wait. Well, I'll watch this on Friday. No, I'll go ahead and watch it. I want to see it. I watch a lot of stuff. I've been trying to keep things a little shorter because it seems like people like, with the attention span. But so, I think this place was black owned. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was. And so, he sold it. He sold it. The person that owned it, I think they sold it. So I looked at the new company. The new company, because I was working at this place and then it switched over. I think he sold it. And some people would do that. And then they'll create something else. It's smart. Millionaires, billionaires, they do it all the time. They do it all the time. And then they go create something else. One of my favorite platform games by Ant Jensen and Dino Patty, Playdead. I talk about that all the time. I haven't heard anything, and I'm hoping that Playdead don't release no information. Playdead don't release any information. They just go ahead and they just be working on stuff. I kind of learned a lot about like releasing and marketing stuff. There's things that I be working on I don't talk about. I kind of took that play from them, man. They'll give you, every now and then they'll give you a little bits of piece. Every now and then they give you a little bits and pieces and everything. But, I think one of them had sold their piece of the company or did whatever, something like that. And, a lot of those guys went on to do like games like Cocoon, Somerville. It's crazy. I think Somerville came out 2017, 2018. Out of all the years I talked about it, I still ain't played it. I'm gonna play it though. With my Xbox broke, so it ain't no big priority for me. I'm not really breaking my neck, to get it fixed because I have other things I can do. I'd rather do this. But yeah, that company I worked with before, and so they're up early morning trying to get this situation rolled out, and I'm like, well, usually when people be little Dr. Peddlefoot and they take time to do things, and it just keep taking a long, long time for this and a long, long time for that. Usually, it's sometimes it can still be good, but if it's something you be waiting and waiting on, it's a whole bunch of excuses or whatever. You kind of be like, man, and usually you're going to have some problems once you get in. But when it's just a smooth sale, smooth operation, I'm like, okay, I ain't really got to, I ain't got to make a whole bunch of changes and whatnot. Smooth sailing. So, I kind of broke down. I said, all right, this is $7 more. And I'm going to get the interview for you guys. If I got to go on site, I'm going to get some audio. But if I don't, if it's Zoom, if it's through Teams, oh man, you already know what I'm on. You already know what I'm on. I might grab a laptop and do it I could do it out of my car or whatever. If I have to. If I have to, I'll do it out of my car. But, I would much rather, do it out of a home situation where I guarantee the Wi-Fi gonna be on point or whatever. But I'll record that for y'all. So any interview I do, I'm going to record. Now, I'll do some editing. So people will be protected. You ain't going to know, who's who or whatever like that. You're not going to know that. I might even get to the point where I start editing the audio and change the tone of the voices and stuff like that. So nobody, but if y'all go back and look at all my old videos about how I went about doing interviews and stuff like that, a lot of brothers hit me up like, man, that helped me, bro. That really, really helped me seeing how you do those. And some of them I messed up on because I talk too damn much. But A lot of them interviews, man, the questions that I was asking and the way I went about doing it, I never really had problems with allergies. I never had problems with interviews. I might edit that out because y'all don't want to hear it. But man, I'm trying to think of what else that I was going to say in regards to that. So I'll tell you about this company. It's also supposed to be in Minneapolis. Now, remember I told you when I went to go get my laptop, I'll give you a little clue to see if you remember. This situation was in South Minneapolis. And I started thinking, I don't want to drive all the way to South Minneapolis, but I ain't got to pay for parking. Because parking downtown, if I pay for parking downtown and don't take the light rail, and the thing is, where this new building could be, I'm not sure, but this new building might be downtown Minneapolis, which means it, to my knowledge, it kind of runs by the light rail. So essentially, I could take the same bus and just walk down to where it's at. But now, in the wintertime, that's going to be kind of weird but they said it's a hybrid role. So you got to be in office 3 days out the week. I'm already in office 100% out the week. So to me, that's a come up. That's a come up. Now the environment might be a little different. Then I know that. So I'm kind of bracing myself. I like the environment and some of the folks that I worked with before, but you're going to have that anywhere. I'm dealing with stuff now. You see what I'm saying? So whatever, but $7 more hybrid situation, I'd be a fool not to consider. And that's what I asked for. I put my prayers out for that and I got it right away. That's what I asked for. I didn't even apply. It just came right in my lap. So that's how I know it was meant for me. It was meant for me to consider it. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to get it. But the way that they're moving, it looks like that's a possibility. So I got to call HR today. I'm trying to think, did I put the number? I think I put the number in my phone. Yeah, so, yeah, that's it, y'all. So we'll do another video.